Hi, Joe here at Willie Cottage. Do excuse my red nose. I'm totally loaded. I've got a fibro flare going on, and we've got a new dog. Everybody, this is Skhadi. Skhadi, what are you doing, baby? This is Skhadi, our 8-month-old puppy collie. So I didn't want to put the sewing machine on today in case it freaked her out. We've just had the guy in sorting out the windows from Safe Style. Look at my nose, it's all red. It's all red. So yeah, so I thought, do you know what? I've never actually sat on this chair since I bought it. So we're having a girly chat today. Yes, we are. And she's really chilling out. She'll only sit to meatballs. So we're having to. Hi, Anne. I'm okay. I'm full of the cold and I've got major fibro going on. It's about 19 degrees outside and I'm sat with a sweater because I'm freezing. So yeah, so it's no sewing machine today, Anne. It's not going to happen. There's going to be no weaving today. I thought I'll pop on because I've got the girls. Cricket's just come in and then saw that Skhadi was in here for the first time. She won't come in here usually because it's a bit hectic. But I've just moved all the boxes out and collapsed all the Christmas stock for the Advents and emptied them out onto my table, which now I've just cleared it all and now it's a mountain of wool again. So yeah, the first time she's ever coming in here and she's just realised that there's a sofa. So not only is there a sofa downstairs that she can sit on, there's now a sofa upstairs that she can sit on. So no, she's doing all right. Yes, yes. So yeah, yeah, keep my cold to myself. It's more because the lead up to any big event always makes my fibro sort of do the old swan above water, paddling like a duck underneath. And it's just what I know to expect after dealing, going through doing an event or even just doing my Christmas advents. As soon as my Christmas advents are out that door and posted, it'll happen to me again about a week later. It's just my way that my body reacts to me being really, really busy. And because I always want to make sure that I look professional and everything else, I put myself under, not on purpose, but as any business person knows, you do put yourself under a lot of pressure to make sure that you give out the best overall performance and that you're seen by other people as being really professional and you know exactly what you're doing, but you don't. You're flying by the seat of your pants like the rest of the world and the rest of the professionals out there, and you fake it till you make it, and that's what it feels like. You feel like you're a giant fraud. So yeah, and this is what happens when I've got fibro: is it kicks in about a week later, and I come down with a bit of a head cold, and there's nutters and a sore throat, and then my body will just recuperate, and I'll be back to normal in a week's time. But yeah, hey ho, these are the things that you have to put up with. But I am knitting. I remember that video I did a few months back of me prepping and dyeing my alpaca. Oh, and I spun it up and I dyed it all. So I'm knitting. I'm knitting a cowl. I don't know if I'll keep it for myself. I might throw it on the shop. If I've got enough wool to make the mittens that go with it, then I'll put them on the shop. But I did off the book and I'll put the book down somewhere. Oh, I'm never going to get very far without the pattern, am I, really? And I've put it down somewhere now. Oh, there it is. It's on my desk. Skhadi's starting to pin my fingers at a bloody dog's teething. And she should be teething by now. She should be all stopped, but she nips. I just needed to chill out a minute. So bear with me a second. Bear with me a second. Oh. So I'm doing itchy. Itchy? No, scratch. She's biting. No, did I say itchy? Do you know, I can't even remember saying itchy. No, I'm doing, oh, the haiku alpaca being itchy. It's not that much, and it's not just haiku that I've blended it with. I've blended the haiku, but it's a merino. No, the yarn. I realised that eventually, Anne. No, I blended it with a merino. So it's not actually that scratchy. It's got a halo on it, like you'd expect because it's a short fibre. But it's actually not too bad against the skin. But if you've got a jumper on underneath anyway, when you're out and about in the winter with a cowl, it's not going to be touching your skin as much anyway. And a lot of people wear polo necks. I can't wear a polo neck, not with this triple chin. God, I'd have no neck left at all if I put a polo neck on. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. And there's a mitt set that goes with it as well. So it calls for an Aran wool. I thought, well, my hand spun wool's just as good. And it's not too thin for me to do it. So it's about a worsted DK. So I've gone up a needle size on them as well. And I've probably got about 10 rows done of it so far. And obviously, Joe being Joe, too busy watching TV, we started knitting this on Saturday night. Sunday night come and she couldn't concentrate. Yeah, and I've gone with, more or less gone with those colours. I've gone with the blue. And then there's the yellow. But this is more golden. But on that picture, it's not as golden. On this, it's more of a proper sunflower gold sort of colour. And then I've got the grey to go in between. Now, I totally forgot that I needed another 2 small 50-gram skeins for the 4th colour, which was like natural. And so what I did is the bottom of this knitting basket that I had stashed in the corner is I've got this that I spun up ages ago, and it was for the weaving that I did last year, and then I sent it off to Liz with a big shawl, and that's what I had left over. So because it's got bits of grey in there and it's cream and it's got sari silk in it as well, it's actually coming out quite nice. So that's what I'm using for my fourth tone. Let's see if I can. So far I've got that much done, but you can see where I've used that mixed cream and yellow one, and then there's the grey stitches going in there. But I don't know how I've done it, but somewhere along the lines I've made a mistake, so I'm going to have to unstitch it to the row that I've got to. But I'm now to three strands of wool to knit with, you see. If I get to 4, I'll be losing the plot. But yeah, so it looks like it's going to be plenty big enough. And as we know, Haiku's not really got that much stretch in it anyway. It's not a stretchy fibre. She's a menace, isn't she? She's like Zebedee Ann. Bounces everywhere. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. And first thing in the morning, my ear, it's been cleaned today, thank you very much. First thing in the morning, when we come down the stairs, she wants to kick off with Iona, barks at her, tries to grab her back of her legs like the Achilles heel and rip her legs off. Iona's really not that much impressed. She's been now kicked off her chair. Oh, Iona, up. Come on up. No, you're not sitting on my knee. Come on up. 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 She's lost her place next to Mum. Yeah, she's got a really shiny coat, which is really quite surprising considering that she's been in a kennel. Iona, up on the blanket. Skhadi, stop biting. Do you know, this was a really bad idea. Really, if I was sat on that chair now in front on this table, she'd go and lie in a bed in the bedroom. But yeah, so she had her first, we took her up to see June at the Solway Dog Training Centre, which is a charity-based, I can't think of the word I'm looking for anyway, but the charity-based, the charity run. She's a flipping menace. And we just couldn't get her to listen to any type of commands. June brought her dog, her rescue dog, Adrift. It was absolutely gorgeous, big collie. Because she loves to rescue collies. They're her main passion is collies. And she's got 12 dogs now. But she did have 20 at one point up at her farm on Dent. But yeah, we couldn't get her to listen to anything. And then she did the biggest, stinkiest poo in the training centre that you could ever imagine to be embarrassed by. She did it. Only to find out that I was going to throw up. And I wasn't well on Monday night. I was a lot worse than now. I nearly threw up in the training centre. Phil had to go and clean up the mess. And June's giving it, oh, that's all right. I can't smell anything anyway. I've had that loads of sinus infections over the years. I've lost my sense of smell. I was like, oh my God, if I ever smell that anymore. And then we had to take the poo bag home with us. Sit in the back of the car and I could smell this poo bag. I was really sick every 2 minutes. Oh, when I'm not well, I really am a nightmare patient. Oh dear. And so, she's too excitable, far too excitable. So I'm trying. She doesn't have the basic concept of sit or walk or heel or lead or anything. She's petrified of the lead. She doesn't know what to do with it or to make of it. So I've got her to sit. You're laughing, yeah. You keep on laughing. Oh God, I was laughing, but with tears were streaming out my face on Monday night. I was throwing up the back of my mouth, and I'd rather deal with 3 dirty nappies a day of my kids than have to deal with that stinking mess ever again. It was awful. So Skhadi, just chill out, love. So yeah, in the morning is completely not a riot. She just wants to run around the house being a lunatic. And then about 7 o'clock at night, that's it, is another hour of messing around, jumping around, trying to attack Iona, dragging Iona on the floor so she'll come and play with her. And Iona's not having any of it. Iona's discovered that she can get underneath my little yellow chair in the living room, and she goes and hides under there, underneath Mum, so that this one can't get her, because she's an absolute torment, Anne. Absolutely torments you. Oh, stop it. So I've discovered that I can get her to sit with a meatball, which means if she's having a meatball, she's got to have a meatball. So I've had to message Phil to bring back more Swedish meatballs for treats for doing her exercises and her lessons out the backyard. Otherwise, we're never going to get her on a lead. But she's doing really well. She's had no more... I need some wood. Yep, I know. I need some wood. I'm going to touch this before I say it. Touch wood. She's had no more accidents in the house. Well, she had a whittle, an accidental, overexcited, but I'm slightly scared whittle at the top of the landing when the guy was here. So I can't tell her off for that. And she did go into her bed and go sheepish. I shouldn't say things like that because she won't herd sheep. She did go a little bit sheepish, knowing that she shouldn't have done it in the house, but she's not had any actual accidents, and she's going outside for peas and poos with the back door open without her being asked to do it now. We don't have to go and stand and watch her, which is great. So when Madam needs to go for business, I shout, "Business girls," and we all go out the back gate, or out the backyard, shut the door, take Iona out the gate up to the back lane, and then by the time I've come back, she's done her business, which is perfect. It's all we want. It's only taken a week. Hold on a minute. Oh, crikey. Every day, Anne, every day since we've had her has been one little milestone for her. So I'm hoping if I start get a harness on, she'll quite happily wear the harness in the house all day long without a problem. So I'm waiting for a double clip dog lead, training lead to come today so I can clip it on a collar and a harness. So if she manages to get out of either one, then at least I've still got her. And then I've got it for walking the both of them as well. But it's a lot lighter weight than the leather puppy lead that we've got her, that she might accept it. And then once she's walking around with it clipped to both sides of her, then hopefully I can get her outside the gate, because she won't go out the gate. She's petrified of going out that gate, but I think it's a slight form of, you know, agoraphobia, how we get when we've been in the house for over a week and we get to that point where we don't want to go back outside again. Oh, do I really have to go out? I just want to stay here and mong. Yeah, so I think she's been institutionalized to a kennel in a small space. So out in the yard at the moment, she feels safe out there. Out in the outside is completely different, because it's wide and it's open and there's loads of places that can scare her. So it's just one little step at a time at the moment with her. So we're doing the sit. We're doing the sit and trying to get her to come round to the side of my leg for heel. That hurts. Biting my hands. So yeah. Anyway, this is not talking craft. This is talking dogs. So yeah, I've got this pattern book. I've shown this before on my live chat on Instagram. Might help to join to Iona by a lead to learn from her. Yeah, well that's what I've got. It's one of the training leads that you can use to attach the two dogs. But it's a training lead, so you can attach it to a collar and a harness at the same time. So when you do get her outside and she tries to bolt and gets out of her collar or squirrels out of her harness, which I don't think she will, but then we can't even get her out the back garden. She'll pull backwards on it to the point that she can get her head out of her collar, even though it's on to a point where she shouldn't be able to get out of it. She can. So it's one of those ones, but it's a dual purpose one. It's for walking two dogs at the same time on a lead. That hurts. Stop biting. So yeah, it's one of those leads, but she won't even take a lead. I've put Iona on a lead, and she's running around the house thinking she's going out for walks, and she's not having it. So yeah, she just needs a bit more trust. It could take a little longer yet before we could get her to come out on a lead. But I think it's more to do with open spaces is her main problem. Stop biting. That's not going to get you any attention. She goes, yes it did, because you're looking at me and talking to me. Yeah, this book I think is brilliant. See, a lot of people don't like doing those pattern knits like I like. I like doing these grid knits. These ones. I find them really easy to do. But this book's got quite a few of them, but it's got some really, really pretty patterns in it. Like, I've got to make this cushion as well. I'll have to make a couple of those for Christmas. But she's, I think she's definitely a British lady. And there's a big chunky cowl. Her name is Jenny Fennell. And she lives in Scandinavia. Where is she? She lives in Nova Scotia, not Scandinavia. I could have sworn she lived in thinking. But yeah, she's inspired by folklore and traditional knittings and tales of Scottish history. But yeah, I think she's actually Scottish and lives overseas. I've got fluff in my throat. But some of her patterns, I've read them and looked them through. She's got some really good diagrams about how to, once you've knitted a bandana, how to put them together so it will actually do the shape that you need it to do. And her descriptions and explanations are really, really simple, but not patronising. And it's a really nice book. It's got some really good drawn, and there are little summaries at the side of what it is that you expected from you. It's a lovely book to just sit and flick through. It's got this most gorgeous pictures. That I'd like quite happily rip that out and put it in a frame and leave it on my wall. It's such a pretty picture. Come on, you sit down nice. But those are mittens. These are Slow Day and Shetland wrist warmers. And the pattern looks complicated, but that for me is entertainment. I just love things like that. Really pretty. So I'm gonna have a rummage through my wools to see what I've got. Oh, and while you're here as well, next time you do an order, remind me. I've just been sorting through. I'm sort of squirreling around in my workshop and getting rid of stuff and bin bagging a lot of stuff. And I've got 3 bags actually, of seconds locks for you for weaving. So remind me next time you do an order to shove them in your pack, because there's neons in there. There's a mix of different colours. Some of them are perfect. Some of them they're not felted. They're not in complete curls. So I've got stashed away in this box for you to put in your order next time. I'll grab it for you so you can see there's some neon ones in there. But you know with neons, you can add them to anything depending on what colours you're using. So I've literally got bags of mixed bits and pieces for you. There's 3 of them in there. So there's a mix of Wensleydale, Teeswater, and there's a little sample of some BFL locks that I found as well. So yes, you have got a good decent freebie extra to go in your next order. My weaving, I will I keep saying this every week, it's I will do it. I haven't had a chance, to be perfectly honest, and as I said, I don't want to put the sewing machine on in case it turns this one into a lunatic even more than what she already is. But I've got... Now, what do you need? You need one of my spinning light sets. So that's my belt. So I need to cut my denim out. This is what I've got to get done. I want to get my room sorted out first. But for next week, I will be doing my live chats. And this is for the people that are watching at the moment, but we're watching it tomorrow. This chat tomorrow, once it's uploaded. I will be doing my live chats because of the dark nights coming in, and it's snuggly up. In the evening, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Let me know in the comments below when you get round to watching it. But 6:30, 7 o'clock, maybe 6:45-ish, for half an hour, 40 minutes or something on a Tuesday evening, I will be coming on and doing my live chats. And I could be sat here crocheting. I might be doing some jewellery making. Because I've got my silversmithing that I've been trying to get on with. And I want to do dry clay jewellery or stitch markers, things like that. My own little secret bits and pieces that I like to do in my spare time. Now that that's sorted out, and with me getting on with the Christmas advents, I've pulled all the wool out, I've got to get them dyed. It just means that it's my chill out time, so I sit there and do my bookmaking or whatever in the evenings, and Tuesday night, whatever it is that I'm doing at the time, you can come along, have a chat with me, and see what I'm up to. It won't necessarily be about weaving all the time, but I just thought I'd bring over my live chat from Instagram and do it on here as well. So I thought Tuesday evening is a good time to catch up because everybody's just had Monday. And oh, woe betide, I love Mondays, but a lot of people don't like Mondays. So I thought Tuesday, everyone's like, back into a rhythm again. And I know that there's a couple of you that go onto Twitter, and there's a woolly hour on Twitter on a Wednesday night from, I think it's from... Is it from 7 o'clock to 9 or something like that? Or 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the evening? So I've been told already by Bridie, if she is here, that I'm not allowed to do it on a Wednesday. So I've come up with Tuesday. Because Thursday's too close to the weekend. So, yeah. What else have I been up to? No, that's about it. I've literally just been pottering about, trying to get my room sorted out. Getting orders packed up. I had loads of orders to get out the other day there. Loads of orders. So I had to get all them sorted out. I posted them off yesterday. Postal strikes today. And just trying to get over this cold and try and keep warm. She's gone. She's off for a mooch. She's leggy Ann. And big fat paws. So she's going to be big. I've brought a spare bed in. We've got 2 beds. 2 beds. Iona will never lie on a bed. Even when she gets off the bed during the night because she's too hot, she goes under the bed. So she can hide from her. Blended Batty Club looked brilliant. It was really, really pretty. This month's is a bit unusual because I won't be doing it from a colour palette. Like hints. I literally have to pick the colours out of the image that I've put up. The cards were really, really nice. I have got a spare one, so I might shove it in your order next time you do an order, as well as getting your locks. You get spoiled this time. Yeah, I've got one left over. One's from a friend who's got the horses over the way. And it was her birthday, so I've kept her the one of the horses with the 2 maids on. Because I was going to keep it for myself, but she's got horses, so I thought, oh, Carmen will love that. So what else? I've finally got round to finish off spinning off all my wool for my tour de flace. A month after everybody else. I still haven't done anything with it. It's all in skeins. I have done it. That's one here. That's the last piece that I spun off the other day. The rest of the skeins are in a box over there. Oh, Iona, where are you going, love? Come on. Up you get. Up. Yeah, so I finally got around to doing my tour de flace, and I spun it off all those bats. I had I think it was 6 bats in different blends so I can create some sort of big crochet throat for on the back of here. Because this is my woven. This is one of my very first woven projects that I did in my rigid heddle room. The electric wheel, do you know, I'll sit and do a demonstration of that and do a video. I think next week what I was going to do is a video on my blending packs. You know, those new kits that I've put together. So I thought I would do that next week. But I will sit there and have I'll do a video of me on my electric wheel. It's an eel, I think it's an eel 6, I think it is. It's a large one anyway. But this one does art yarn on it as well, which I thought would be brilliant. And then if I spin up my art yarn with my lights, and then everyone's got the video of me spinning up LED lights onto my yarn. Though, if you go onto Tiny Studios, she's got a video, only a very short video. Is it Tiny Studios? Or Will Wench? You know who I'm on about. Yeah, it's a Tiny Studio, isn't it? Sure. Oh, dozy dogs. Yeah, she's got a little video of spinning lights onto art yarn. So I watched it the other day and I was like, I know I can do it. I've done it before. I have done it before, but it's been ages since I've done it. So you know what it's like. You're like, you doubt yourself that you've got the capabilities of even spinning a blinking yarn, let alone spinning anything else. But no, it's really easy to do. I'm gonna end up doing 2. I'm looking for. I think what I'll do is I'll get one of the really pretty blending packs. Or shall I go for one of the art yarn packs? I might get one of the art yarn packs and spin that up. Or I might even blend it and then spin it up with the ribbons and then add in the LED lights. But I'm going to use 2 LED lights and put both the battery packs at the same place. So as I've spun one on, because of the length of it, stop it, use 2. And the way the battery pack ends on that bit of the yarn, I'll get the other battery pack and put it together and then spin the rest of the yarn with it. And then what I'm going to do is that thing that everyone else did the other year, 2 years ago, is get some chunky knitting needles, which I'll go and order off of Amazon later on. And I will knit a swatch up and then I can have it hanging on my wall with the LED lights, which I think will be absolutely brilliant, especially with Christmas coming. And then if these start selling, then I'll sell more of them and I'll make more. Because I quite enjoy putting those packs together. What else? I think that's about it. I'm just waiting for Amazon to come with some more stuff, the bits and pieces, tissue paper, sticky labels and bits and pieces and packaging for Christmas Advents. So I'm just waiting for that to turn up. I've just ordered some more stuff for add-ins for Christmas Advents, and I just need to have a look at all this fibres. All of that, can you see? All of that is Christmas Advent stuff. That's all the silks and plant-based fibres for 6 days of Christmas in there and in the bottom. So I've just emptied out the big box. The natural stuff that I've got to dye is all up there. So yeah, I'm getting there. I've usually got it all dyed before the end of August, but I did that show last week and my head was up my backside. So there's just no way it's going to get done, and I've never done it this late in the year before. My Christmas Advents is usually all dyed up, and September's my blending month, October's my packing month, and then November it all gets posted out. No. So I am very, very late. So I need to get all this dyed this week. That's what I need to do. And I've got 11 times 300 grams of rovings. You keep your hands off it. Yeah, I know. I've got all sorts in there. I don't want to tell you what's in it because it's a surprise. But it's silks and fibres and animal fibres as well, not just silks and plant-based. I need to have a look to see if I've got enough of everything. I'm used to. Stop it, niggling. But I tell you what I have bought, and it is really unusual. I've never had it before. I usually get Egyptian white cotton as a fluff, and then you use that, throw that in my blendings. This is Egyptian white cotton top. Now that's a sneak peek into one of the days of the Advent. Yeah, so that's 200 grams, and I think I need another 100 grams. So I need to go through all that and then just double check that I've got my weights right. all that lot is. So I've got to do that, double check, put an order in for 100 grams of everything extra, and then that's it, all completely done. Yeah, and then I've got to start videoing it, because that's what I'll be doing this year. I'll be setting that to one side. I'm not doing a live on my video for Christmas advents this year. I'm doing pre-recorded. So when I blend up day one, I will show how I blended it up and how I've divided. No, I won't show how I divide it, because I'm not giving away my trade secrets. I give away enough as it is. But yeah, I'll blend up each day, wrap it all up, and then every day for the 24 days of December, that video will release for that day. So that's what and then whatever little gift is gone inside with that as well. And then I can actually announce the producers or the suppliers that I've bought from in the UK at the same time. So that's what my plan is for that. Where are we at? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So yeah, I think I will let you go and get off the rest of your day, Anne. If there's nothing... Good girl. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'll let you go on the rest of your day, Anne. And anybody that comes over to watch this tomorrow morning, when this will be uploaded, I will be live on Tuesday evenings about 6:30, 6:45 in the evening, give or take. I will put an announcement up on my Instagram. Otherwise, you can find me every Saturday about lunchtime, generally. Proper chat, just one-sided. Yeah, do you know what, Anne? There's been a couple of weeks when you've not been here, and I've literally been talking to myself all along. But no, thank you very much, sweetie, for interacting with me. It makes the difference. So yeah, Tuesday evenings, I would say about 6:45 is probably the best bet. Everyone's had the tea by then and all chilled out and not fallen asleep, like me. You're a good girl. So me and the girls will go off and get ourselves sorted out. I need to finish off tidying off the rest of my room. And we'll see what more progress I make on this jacket next week. Take care of yourselves. Thank you very much. And if you watch this video tomorrow, please hit that like and subscribe. It really does help people find me. I'm up to 344 people now. And if I get up to 400 subscribers that actually hit and like, then I'll be giving away a Batty Club bat free. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.